Welcome to some chair yoga. We're going to do a little bit of a warm up, rolling the shoulders back and down. Shake your head, yes. We'll draw a little circular motion with the spine, loosening up the back. And reverse the direction. And then we'll come to the center, inhale, lifting up. Exhale out. Little sun breath, inhaling. Big breath in. Now we're going to forward fold, let your hands just trace down the legs. Something we call a ragdoll. And you can sway side to side in the ragdoll. You make the feet a little bit wider and just loosen up in front. You can let the hands go out and in. And then we'll come to the center with the hands and draw little circles, loosening up the shoulders. Now it might be on the inside of your legs, the outside of your legs. It doesn't matter. Reverse the circles that you're drawing. So you have a lot of options. Just always listen to your body. Go at your own pace today. We're going to slowly roll up, gliding your hands up the legs, shoulders rolling back and down. I want you to lift up your heels, lift up your toes, slide down, lift up the heels, slide up, lift up the toes, down, and back up. We're going to do something that's called a sun salutation. So we scoop forward, reaching towards the sun, lifting the rib cage up off the hips, looking to the sun, and then the hands come down towards the ground. Some people call it a swan dive forward. We're going to inhale, your hands slide up the legs, looking in at the legs. Then I want you to look forward, put a little pressure with the palms, look all the way up and almost behind you, really stretching out the arms, bringing the chin up towards the sky, stretching out the neck. And then tuck back under, look at the belly button. Relax the arms completely and arch the back. Create that letter C shape inside the body. And then look back forward, back up to the sky. And exhale down, let the hands fall towards the ground, tracing the legs down. And then slowly come back up. Shoulders roll back and down. And we'll do a second sun salutation, inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, hands come down and forward. Inhale, sliding up. Exhale, looking to the sky. Inhale, relaxing down. Look at the belly button. Exhale out. Inhale, looking forward again. And exhale down, melting to the front. We'll inhale, slowly lifting up. Hands sliding up. Lifting the shoulders to the ears. Rolling the shoulders back and down. It's something you should do multiple times throughout your day to loosen up any tension that the body's building. Let the hands fall to the side, going right into our crescent moon, leaning to the left. Now your hands can be together or apart. It does not matter. And slowly lower down the left arm. Hold on to the chair and reach a little higher over. And then turn your palm on that right hand facing up. Look up to see the sun. And that curvature of your crescent moon. And then we'll sit tall, placing your hand on your head. The head falls to the other direction, over to the right. Left arm, we wiggle the fingers, loosen up the arm a little bit. And then bring your hand back behind you for a moment. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, slide the hand down towards the chair and drop that shoulder. So we stretch a little deeper into the neck. Breathing in and exhale, melting forward into the stretch just a little bit. Let the hand come out. We'll turn the palm up and down again, rotating the arm, loosening up the shoulder, the deltoid muscles. Slowly start to lift, coming up towards the sky. And our hands come together at the top, down heart center. This is called a prayer pose. Taking a big breath in, think of expanding the rib cage. And then exhale, emptying out all the air, bring the belly button to the spine, pushing out all the air, all the toxins. Inhale, expanding, renewing the breath. And exhale, empty, 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 empty. Inhaling, as we expand, we think of a circle around our belly button. It gets bigger, and then as we exhale, it gets smaller and becomes a little tiny little dot. We're bringing the muscles from the top to the center, the bottom up. Inhale, expand again. So everything goes out. And exhale, everything comes right to the center belly button. Now, when you're ready, we're going to lift the hands towards the sky. Lean over to the right. Our hands can be together or apart. It does not matter. You can even have a hand down on the chair already. So eventually we're dropping that right hand down and turning the left palm up, elbow pulls back. We look up to see the sun, breathing in, and exhaling out. You choose when you're ready to sit up tall, place the hand on the head. Head falls over to the left side away. We'll wiggle the right fingers. Rotate the arm, loosening up any tension. Bring the hand back behind you. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we kind of drop the shoulder and the arm down a little bit. Breathing in and out, letting the body relax. And then the arm slowly comes out. Turn the palm up and down a couple times, loosening up the shoulder. And start to lift with each rotation. The hand goes up towards the sky. We're going to get ready to lift the roof off the building. So we're going to lift both hands up, palms turn up to lift the roof. Our fingertips are kind of pulling back and down. We're stretching tall. Think of lifting that rib cage off the hips, nice and tall. And I want you to lift your heels up and exhale out. Lifting up onto the toes and exhale. Last big breath in on the toes, and then the hands come down and the heels. We roll the shoulders back. Shake your head yes. We'll get ready to move on. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to work on our legs. So to begin with, we're going to climb a ladder, lifting the same leg up as the hand. You lift one side, then lift the other. So we're called climbing a ladder. Now you can have your hand down on the chair. As you lift the same leg, the same arm goes up. Just kind of warming up that hip. And do some hip stretches, some back stretches, some leg stretches today. One last time on each side. And our hands come down. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to bring your foot forward. I want you to kind of scoot to the front. Big breath in. And exhale out. Toe comes up. This time I want you to point your toe down. So point down, lift the toe up. So we're kind of pointing and flexing. Breathing in and exhaling out. Point and flex. Let's place your hands down on the chair and we'll draw a little circle. That circle might be just with the toe at the ankle, or you can go around to the whole hip. You choose what you need today. Listening to your body. Now let's reverse. So we go the other direction. And then let the leg drop down. We'll change to the other side. The foot comes out. You can point and flex the foot, but then we'll let the hands come down and up. Point the toe. Inhale. And exhale, flexing the foot. Inhale, pointing. And exhale, flexing. So you point the toe, kind of like a ballerina. Flex the foot like a soccer player. Down. Exhale out. Let's do that one more time. Then our hands come down, hold on to the chair, and we're going to draw our circles. Now those circles might just be at the ankle. They might be the entire leg. You get to choose. It's kind of warming up the leg. And then reverse the direction so you go the other way. It might be the whole leg or just the foot. We're going to bring the leg down, readjust so you're still on your chair. And we're going to draw little circles. Now those circles might be the spine moving, or you can do the circles with the bottom half of the body moving. So you can do both, move everything, get it all wiggly. And then reverse, so we go the other way. Might be your hips down at the bottom, might be up at the top. Do what feels best for you. You're just kind of loosening everything up. Hold in the center and roll the shoulders back and down. Shake your head, yes. So we're getting a little bit warmer. And then from here, we're going to take your legs out to the side. I want you to lift the heels up and down a couple times. Now first, we're just going to do a little stretch to the front, lifting up. Hands come together at the top. And what we call our temple pose. Now the hands at the top is kind of like the spire of the temple, kind of lifting the rib cage up, but relax the shoulders down. So you still have a lot of space between the ear and the shoulders. Now hands can stay up there, but your heart rate will start to increase. So if you're cold, that's great. You can have your hands up. If you feel like you're getting a little short of breath, let's go ahead and slow things down. You can heart center what's called the prayer inside the temple. Now you can also add on here by lifting the heel up. So you lift the heel up and it becomes the pillars outside the temple. It's kind of the decoration. You can lift both heels here, feeling the hips open up, but you're also strengthening the legs at the same time. Breathing in and exhaling. It's also called a wide angle squat, a plie squat, maybe even a horse stand. One last big breath in. Exhale out, lower the heels, lift up the hands, and lower the hands out and down. We're going to bring one leg to the front, and the other leg comes behind you. So that right leg is kind of out to the side. We're going to do a little bit of a squat stretch, or it's a side lunge. So we'll place one hand on each leg, and then we're going to lean just a little bit in. Now you're still on the chair. If you would like to hold on to the chair, you may do so there. Just be gentle with your body. We're just kind of stretching out the leg. Big breath in and exhaling out. I'll lift up the toe. We're going to walk both hands to that same leg on the right. Coming down the leg. We're trying to stretch the back of the leg. The knee wants to bend, kind of straighten out that knee. We're going to stretch behind it to that hamstring. Big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. We'll slowly walk the hands up the leg. Now that leg's going to stay right where it's at. Point and flex the foot, make sure there's no tension on it. So we're going to hold onto our chair and then slide this other knee back. Now we're going to take both hands over to that left side. So adjust if you need. So we want that knee to come back to where you can see the big toe on the inside. Feeling that inner thigh stretch, stretching around the knee. This other leg, it's just out long. Now you can flex the foot, you can point it, and then maybe turn your toe forward. So your feet are facing in two different directions, almost making a letter L. So one foot this way, one foot this way. Going right into our Warrior Two. Now with the Warrior Two, you can hold onto the chair the whole time, just letting the legs stretch. You can add on the arms, or we kind of relax the shoulders down. You have that space between the shoulders, the ears. And then we are to turn your head over that left shoulder or over the side with the knee that's bent. So we're looking in that direction. Reversing our Warrior Two, we're going to turn. Left palm up, right hand drops down. That right hand's going to touch the leg wherever it's comfortable. Now you can wiggle the fingers at the top. You can rotate the arm. You can have the arm bent. You can have the arm straight. But we are thinking of lifting the rib cage up off of the hips. So really stretching tall. Some people place their hand on their head and bring the elbow back behind their ear. So it kind of opens up the rib cage a little more and stretches a little more under the arm. Now reverse Warrior Two. One last big breath in here. And we exhale down halfway. Now we hold the poses, but not the breath. And we come out of the pose as slow as we went in. Now from here, we're going to bend your left elbow. And it comes down towards the left leg. Wiggle the fingers on the right, because that arm is going to come over your head on what we call an extended side angle. So we're just trying to stretch from the toes, through the hips, through the rib cage, through the shoulders, to the fingertips at the top. Making an extended side angle or kind of a straight line here. Big breath in. Some people have that arm extended or they're just on their elbow, whatever feels best. I'm going to take one last big breath in here. And let's go ahead and lower the hand down in front. As we hold on to that front knee, I'm going to take my left hand, place it on the chair, make sure we're nice and comfortable because we're about to change our foot. So that foot in back, it was facing you. We're going to point the toe once again, and then we're going to roll the hip and forward. Now notice I'm supporting with the hand in back. Roll that hip forward, and you start to feel a little bit of a stretch. Now dig the toe in. That heel can be lifted or the heel can be down. We're kind of rolling that hip, just feel a deeper stretch in the hip flexor. The hip pushes forward to the front. Feeling it all the way up the quadricep from that knee to the hip. Now this is a Warrior One or a runner's lunge, depending on where that heel is. So we're starting, slowly turn to the front. Now the outside hand, that right hand is actually going to come to the left knee. We're going to come up on the toe and then shift your weight forward, stretching your shoelaces. So we're actually stretching the front of the foot. Now the first couple times you do this, you might get a little cramp in your toes because it's very unnatural because we wear our shoes all the time and our foot's in a flex position. Now we do need to practice stretching that toe or stretching our shoelaces on the front of our ankle. Now this is going into what we call our lizard pose. Now I want to make it into a twisted lizard, which means our right hand will stay on the opposite left knee. Now once that's there, you can take the left hand onto the back of the chair. You can even bring it all the way around to the other side of the chair. You can look behind you or whatever it feels comfortable. Breathing in, exhaling out. In our twisted lizard. Some people lean forward onto the elbow in the twisted lizard. but you can be on your right elbow or the right hand. So there's always a lot of options. Always choose what's best for your body. Go at your own pace. If anything hurts, just don't do it. Wait till the next pose. We're going to bring that hand that's behind all the way back to the front. And then we're going to open up just a little bit with that right hand tracing down the knee, coming around the foot. Now, it's okay if you can't go all the way to the foot. You might have your left hand holding on to the chair. You can go down. Some people use a strap, a belt, a sock, a pant leg, and bend the knee a little bit. You do not have to. We're just mainly dropping the knee down again here to feel a deep stretch. Where the leg was out, we're now dropping it a little bit more, trying to create that straight line or that stretch on the quadricep a little bit more. Now, some people might be holding on to the entire foot. This would be a seated bow, like a bow and arrow, creating that curvature. It also could be considered a seated pose of the dancer or even a sugar cane. If that hand came down on the front, it'd be a sugar cane. You want to slowly lower the foot, release the hand so you can trace the hand back around. Now, some people brought it up, so you bring it back up to release it down. Now you're probably a little tired of this position, so we're going to come back forward, both hands on the front knee, and then we're going to open up, bending both knees where we started. Now from here, we're going to take this other foot, walk the toe out, point and flex the foot, lifting the toe up and down a couple times. Now we're going to start with the toe pointed and kind of lean forward just a little bit. Now you can hold on to the chair. We are keeping your head above the heart. That helps to keep you from getting dizzy. We're feeling the opening of the other hip. Toe is pointing, so you feel that stretch coming up the inner thigh. It's a side lunge. And then we're going to change, lifting the toe up. Walk both hands to the straight leg on that left side. Breathing in, exhaling out. And last deep breath in. Release. The toe can go up and down. We're going to take your right hand to the right knee and then hold on to the chair because we're moving this left leg. It's going to move out just a little bit more or to where it feels comfortable. Turn your toe forward if you would like, because we're taking this knee. You might even lift it and bring it over because I want you to be able to see the big toe on the inside. So wherever that means for you, if that means lifting or just bring the leg back, you can place your hand on there. But I do want you, if you can, to hold on to the back of the chair for stability. So we are bringing this left hand around. You can hold it for a moment if you'd like. Now, once you feel comfortable with your feet, you can start to lift up halfway. Shoulders relax down in our warrior two. Now in a warrior two, you do turn your head looking over that right shoulder. Shoulders are pushing down. You keep your toes and your heels pushing into the mat. So your legs are engaged. Fingertips are pushing away from the torso. Reversing the warrior two. Turn left palm up, right hand drops down. Breathing in, holding here. And exhaling out. Now you can wiggle the fingers, you can rotate the arm. Arm can be bent or straight. Some people place their hand on their head and bring the elbow behind their ear. Just doing what feels best for your body. In our reverse warrior two. Now some people feel that they get an even deeper stretch doing chair yoga with their legs where they aren't worried about balancing or falling over. So depending on what you're needing in the stretch for the legs or you're needing the balance, you can choose which one, standing up or sitting down. Now we're going to lower down halfway, lift the back arm up. All right, another breath in, just relaxing for a moment. We're going to bend your right elbow. Right elbow comes onto the knee. Take a big breath in. Now if that toe was flexed, we want to point it out to the side. So we have a nice long extended side angle going from our toes to our fingertips. Through the hip. You can be on the elbow here. Some people lengthen the arm out, whatever you need for your extended side angle today. Slowly breathing in and exhaling out. And then we're going to slowly lower the hand down. Bring right hand back behind you because we're going to turn this hip. So you might turn to where you're on top of the toes, or you might have the foot flat or just facing to the front. We are bringing the hip forward. So we're trying to feel that deep stretch on the hip on the left side. Going to that runner's lunge or warrior one. Warrior one has the heel down. Runner's lunge has the heel up. It's a little bit deeper, a little more intense on that back side. Breathing in. And then from here, we're going to drop the foot down, stretching our shoelaces, stretching up the front of the leg, that quadricep muscle, going right into our twisted lizard. So we're coming all the way to the front. We're going to bring that left hand around to the right knee. This is where we change, and the right hand goes up all the way over to the other side in our twisted lizard. One last deep breath in here. Bring right hand around and back down. And this is where we can add on. You can just sit here and relax, letting the knee hang down, stretching. Or you can add on holding with that right hand. Left hand slides around and down into our bow, like our bow and arrow. Now remember, it might be the sock, it might be the pant leg, it might be a belt, a strap, a towel, or nothing at all. Just dropping the knee, bringing the hip to the front. So you're just self-adjusting. If you're holding on, if you lean forward and place your right hand on the floor, or just lean to the front, it's more of the pose of the dancer. On the floor is the sugar cane. My name is Candy, so I tend to like the sugar canes. But otherwise, hold on to the chair with the right hand. We are going to release. So whether you're holding the back foot or not, you can bring the foot in to release it out and down, or just gently place the foot on the floor. Take one last big breath in. And we're going to bring one hand onto each leg, adjusting the legs back to the front. Lift up the seat, readjust if you need. You might draw a little circle again, and then reverse that circle. And we'll come to the center, extending both legs out. So we're going to lift up your toes, and we're going to cross the feet over. So taking, let's say, your right foot on top of your left, we're going to walk both hands down to the knee, right above the knee. And then we'll take that same hand, so right hand coming up because the right foot is on top, and we're going to bring it back behind you, place it on the chair wherever that feels comfortable, and then look behind you. It is a spinal twist. I call it the triangle. It's a reverse triangle. So we're creating that triangle with our arms, our leg, our torso. Big breath in and exhaling out. We'll come back to the front. Sliding your hands up, we'll trade legs, lifting the other leg up and over, walking your hands down, and then the same leg that's on top, the same hand comes back behind you in our reverse triangle, sitting down. We'll slowly come back forward uncrossing the leg, walking the feet in, adjusting on your sit bones, shoulders roll back and down. And then we'll take the left foot and cross it over the right foot. Now it might slide up the leg. You might find that right leg straightens out. So as you cross, you might straighten the leg because we're creating a number 4. If you look, you'll see like a number 4 position. And that may be all the stretch you need. You're welcome to slide it up a little bit more. So we're going to get ready to cradle and rock our baby. So as we take the bottom foot and slide it in, it's going to lift up the knee. Now be really gentle. If that's too much, just keep your legs crossed at the ankles. Now, if you would like, you can hold on to the foot, the sock, the pant leg. See how low that is? And we're going to do something called cradling and rocking the baby. Now, it does not matter how close this leg is. Some people might have it really close, cradling their baby. But we're just loosening up the hip down low. And then gently lift the knee, let the foot hang. You can draw little circles here, one direction and then the other. We're going to lean back slightly. Take your right hand behind you and just give that knee a little hug. Now it's called an upside down pigeon. So that pigeon is almost leaning on its back. You can have both hands on the knee, have the hands on the floor. On the chair. You can even have the opposite hand, depending on what feels best. Now holding on to the chair, we're going to rock the knee with the same hand out to the side. You might rock the leg up and down. Almost like a frog here. And then let's bring the knee back to the middle, switch hands. Right hand onto the left knee, bring it across. And look over that left shoulder. That's a little bit of a spinal twist. So it's just small, just bringing that knee across. Now it might be down low here. It might be up high. It's wherever it feels comfortable as you bring the opposite hand to the opposite knee. Let's bring it back to the middle and place the foot on the floor. We're going to change, straightening out your left leg, right foot crosses over, creating that number 4. It might be at the ankle, or you can slide it up higher. Opening up your psoas muscle here into the hip. Your piriformis. We already did the psoas. So your piriformis goes crossways, making a letter T with the psoas muscle on the front of the hip. Filling that opening. You can start to cradle and rock the baby. Now remember, it might be down low. You might just be wiggling that foot to cradle and rock, loosening up the hip. But you choose how close or far away the knee is, where your hands are on the legs, the foot. It might just be on the leg without the foot. And then we're going to bring the knee up, let the foot just hang, and let it wobble side to side. Loosen up inside the hip there. You can draw little circles with the foot, one direction and the other. And then we'll hold. We'll take left hand behind you and lean back. So we're really stretching out the leg that's down, putting that length on the hip. In our upside down pigeon, it does not matter which hand is holding on because we're just going straight back for the moment. But then I do want you to eventually change to where it's the same hand, same knee, so we can bring the knee up and down. And then bring it side to side, just loosening up that hip. Gentle movements, breathing in and exhaling out. And we'll bring the knee back to the middle and change hands. So right hand comes down, holding onto the chair, and then we'll loosen it up a little bit and bring it across. Now it's just a little bit across. It does not matter where. We're looking over the shoulder on the right. Then we'll come back to the center. And we'll gently Bring the knee down. Walk your hands up the legs. Feet come underneath you and you draw those circles again. And reverse the circle. I want you to shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes again. Let the hands come out to the sides. We're going to let the knees fall to the sides, bringing the bottoms of the feet together in what we call the flying butterfly. Now the legs are in the butterfly here, wherever it feels comfortable on your seats. It does not matter how bent the knees are. Let the hands fall to the side. And for our flying butterfly, we're going to bring the pinky in and then the thumb making a fist with the hands. We bring the hands towards the shoulders, lift the elbows up, around, and then they come down, stretching the back. We're going to let the thumb now extend and then unroll the hands till the pinky comes out, stretching the wrist. Then bring the pinky in, then the thumb. The butterfly lifts up, it flies out and away. Feel the opening of the rib cage in the front. Thumb extends. And then the pinky comes in. Elbows lift, we come around and down. Thumb extends, and then the pinky. Pinky comes in. Elbows lift, up, out, around, and down. Thumb extends. Let's do this one more time. Pinky in. Elbow lift. Exhaling out. Inhaling, coming in. Exhale around and down. Thumb extends. And we'll place your hands on your knees. Lift the knees to the center. Bringing the feet out to the sides. Roll the shoulders and inhale, lifting up. Going into a little bit of a frog. We'll come down halfway. So you're like a 5-pointed star. If the legs are out, that's your 5-pointed star. Stretching the whole body, but then we're going to bring one foot in, the other foot, and then bend the knee. Back to a little bit of that tree frog. Wiggling the fingers if you would like. And then we'll slowly lift up and out to that star again. And let the hands come down. Feet come to the center. They slide in and up. We draw our little circles with our hips. And then reverse the circles. We'll come to the center. Lift the shoulders to the ears. Push back and down. Shake your head yes. The hands fall to the side. Inhale up to the sky. Down heart center. Now we'll turn the hands down. Just stretch the back of the wrist. Let the shoulders relax. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And shake your head yes again. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale out and down, releasing toxins. Inhale for your body. Inhale for your mind. Inhale for your spirit. Bring your hands heart center. And namaste. Thanks for joining me today.